my Why did you press the button?
Why did you finish the sentence?
Why did you press the button while I was saying that? Please cut that out. Cut that out of the video.
Why would I do that?
Cut that out of the video.
Why would I do that?
I didn't say anything.
Why would I do that,
I didn't
though?
say anything.
You just said it. That was the strongest beginning of any episode.
Stop
ever.
it! Why would you press the button?
I cannot help you, and I cannot help you, Ryan, for creating such a
God,
horrible situation.
Please
for
cut that out.
yourself.
That's so embarrassing.
With boots, I could walk on the water.
We have to run it back. We have to run it back, Wyatt. Please.
What?
Please.
What does that mean? Hello, guys. Welcome to the actual episode of Zelda for real. This is actually Zelda.
Maybe if I pretend like nothing happened, everyone else will. Guys, I got my laptop fixed today.
Yeah.
I am very
sure you did.
All right.
I know you're just trying to change the topic.
I'm very excited and happy about this new information, which means that I am finally allowed to be happy again in life. Tee.
Game's a little loud.
Although, like, actually though, I've been very unfulfilled throughout most aspects of life this past summer, because I do a lot of things on my laptop, and I just have not been doing a lot of things. So,
Want to get some water?
like, I play a lot of video games and watch a lot of TV shows on there, and I am a musician. I write a lot of music on there, so, like, I just really could not do a whole lot of things that I wanted to do. Whenever I wanted to get my creative fix, I would use GarageBand on my iPad and then be like, well, this is kind of not really what the program I'd like to be using for half of the stuff.
Fire.
I guess because the fact that I was using GarageBand for all of the summer instead of MuseScore, which is what I typically use, kind of meant that I was in a different compositional mindset. I was making a lot more like rock and pop oriented, or I guess based stuff, rather than the classical music that I typically write. This is actually probably new information to a lot of people. I don't know if, well, I mean, a lot of people know that I play an instrument, but I don't know if a lot of people know that I actually write music. You will never get to hear any of it ever in your life, as if any of you ever care. You're here to watch. Whoa! What is that? I thought that was a thing in the background.
It's a bat.
Oh. He doesn't say anything. I don't think he likes you. I think he's racist towards Hylians.
You are persistent.
What?
Find heart near ocean.
You can't even read that.
Find heart near ocean.
How are you getting so high? I replayed Mario Galaxy, and I still don't like it.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a coworker about how much I hate Mario Galaxy, and why I think it's grossly overrated. And they agreed with a lot of the things that I said, but they also told me that they hadn't played Mario Galaxy in forever, like since they were like a little child. Because they told me that they couldn't play it because the gravity made them nauseous. Which kind of
It does look like fun to play with when you see other people play it, but I feel like when you actually like play the game, you're just like,
The gravity is honestly not, I don't think is that bad. The gravity is pretty easy to get used to. It's the camera just sucks. The camera just swings around all the time, and you don't have nearly as much control of the camera as I feel like you should be able to. Plus, I just think Mario just moves really slow and sluggish, and it's really just infuriating half the time.
Can't you?
Like, it makes some stars that should otherwise be really fun, and like, because they're really like technical and movement heavy, a slog, and not fun, and very punishing if you fail. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I started playing Sunshine for the first time recently, and so far I've only got like 12 or 13 shines, and I'm rocking with it. I think it's a lot of fun most of the time. There are some things that are frustrating. Like, whenever I get upset with Sunshine, it's just because I feel lost or I feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, when I was doing the second PD Piranha fight in Bianco Hills, it took me forever to figure out that what I was supposed to do was just straight up spray him with water. In
Mario Sunshine.
While he's flying in the air. Well, no, the thing is that because he starts out on the other side of the map, and you wake him up, you don't wake him up by shooting him with water. You wake him up by these tiny little enemy thingies that latch onto Flood, and then you shoot water to launch them at him. That's how you wake him up. And when he was flying around, the first time that I actually got him to get on the floor, I thought was because I just did that again, because you still have those blow up guys. I don't know why that they're still around you when you don't need them past waking him up. It's really strange. And also because every other time I tried to just shoot him with water, my water it looked like it was hitting, and I guess it just wasn't. And then eventually, I got really close and just sprayed water with him, and then he fell, and then I didn't actually get to get a hit in when he touched the ground, so then I got to do it again, and I was like, okay, then yeah, it's water. So then I beat the fight really quick after that, because I finally got a grasp of what I was supposed to do, and how close I needed to be for the water to actually, like, hit him. Because for a while, I guess I was just a tiny little bit too far away. So I spent like 20 minutes on that one shine, and it was really annoying. But then I was like, okay, I get it. I just didn't understand. Then there are some times where I kind of struggle with Flood. Like, I like Flood. Flood is not nearly as annoying as I thought he would be to control. It's just the fact that there are some times where he just doesn't move the way that I kind of expect him to move. And also I'm just not a fan of how, like, limited Mario's movement is and how reliant it is on Flood.
What? I've never seen this thing before in my life. Alright, well, bye. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Oh,
like in Sunshine, the biggest thing, I was complaining to Wyatt about how Galaxy doesn't control enough like 64, because everyone knows I'm a huge fan of 64, and everyone knows how much I love how 64 controls. And Galaxy looks a lot like 64 when it comes to the way that Mario, like, moves around, but it just feels way different. Sunshine, the game itself is structured a lot more like 64, in the sense that it's not nearly as linear as Galaxy. You don't get to do stars out of order. Like, in 64, you can do stars out of order. You can't do that in Sunshine, and you can't do that in Galaxy. But in Sunshine, you actually get a proper open world level to move around in. In Galaxy, you don't get that. The level changes depending on the star mission that you select. And also the levels in Sunshine, because, you know, they're not in space, are... I thought you were gonna die.
Oh goodness. Purple Land. Purple Land. Oh! Oh! Oh!
The temple behind the slaughter. The temple behind the slaughter. Thanos temple. Temple of...
It has a weird chin.
It has a weird chin. But yeah, and also because the levels are a lot more open, just like 64, not as enclosed as Galaxy. However, it also controls a lot less like 64 than Galaxy does. Because one of the things that you... Like, there's just no Z button. The only thing that Mario can do that uses... the Nintendo 64 Z button, or I guess the GameCube's equivalent, is the L button, which the Nintendo Switch equivalent is ZL. he can ground pound and that's it. He can't crouch, and since he can't crouch, he can't long jump, which is a massive loss. And he also can't backflip, which is not that big of a deal because he can still somersault, and he can spin jump now, which is interesting. And he also can't kick dive, I guess. I don't remember what the actual term is. Which is not something that's in Galaxy, unlike everything else. One thing I do like though is that Mario can dive, just like in 64, but not like in Galaxy.
Oh my gosh, this again, bro.
But yeah, I don't know. I could talk a little bit more about Sunshine, but my opinions are not as fleshed out as I feel like they could be, considering I've not played that much of the game. But yeah. I remember, Wyatt, you told me forever ago about how, you told me you had, like, a theory about how purple is statistically the funniest color.
Yes.
'Cause I remember your example was if you saw someone wearing, purple Crocs.
Purple! Sorry.
Okay, that's another example of purple being, I guess, a funny thing. Purple is my favorite color. He said that if you saw someone wearing a pair of purple Crocs, you could point at it and go, haha, Thanos Croc.
Yeah.
This is from, like, 2018, when Infinity War and Thanos was, like, a meme. And then later... Or, no, yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
You said that you could point at it and go, haha, Thanos Croc. And then he said, but nowadays, someone can look at it and they can say Croc behind the slaughter. Because around this time was when the man behind the slaughter meme existed.
Why? They just took the same...
Like, hellscape from, like, literally the last dungeon, and they just made it worse. Like, 1,000 times worse. How the hell do I deal with this? No, I can't do anything. Kill me.
And then about a year later, you want to know another thing that was purple that became a meme? Lean. So then you could also say purple.
Oh, that was
Croc,
game
I love
over.
lean.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's cool. I didn't even know that.
Oh, let's go back to the overworld. Duh.
Hi, Zelda.
There was a video I saw recently that was called, like, Early Zelda was deeper than you remember, or something like that. Where it was just someone just reviewing a bunch of super duper early Zelda series content. Like, he reviewed the first game, the second game, A Link to the Past. He reviewed the cartoon, and he reviewed Did you know that the Zelda cartoon was a segment on the Super Mario Bros. Super Show?
No.
I didn't know that until watching that video. I thought it was its own separate thing, but no, it was a segment on the Mario Bros. Super Show. Like the real-life Mario and Luigi people would, like, introduce, like, the Legend of Zelda show, apparently. I didn't know that until watching that guy's video. It was a very good video. I liked it a lot. And also because I'm very fond of, like, early Zelda. And then he also talked about, like, Zelda comics that had came out and a Zelda manga that had came out. And he also talked about Link's Awakening, I think. But yeah. But in that video, he talked a lot about what the story was like for the first few Zelda games, and he mentioned how... And this is something that hold on, I'm actually gonna look up the Zelda timeline.
You know the Zelda timeline?
What?
You know the Zelda timeline?
No, but I want to make sure that I'm correct in what I'm about to say, because I didn't even look it up while watching his video.
The Zelda timeline is freaking... I don't remember what the first one was, but what he...
Okay, yeah. So for some reason, I was thinking that... This is so strange. I have a very maybe I guess I read the wrong thing years ago, because I have not looked at the Zelda timeline in years. So I was probably reading something incorrect, because I have a very distinct memory of many years ago seeing the timeline and going, that's weird. The first ever Zelda game is at the end of the timeline, because I specifically remember seeing that it was Zelda 2, and then after that was the original Zelda. And thinking that's really strange. So screw what I was about to say, which was that he said that Zelda 2 takes place after Zelda 1, like the name implies, which I said contradicts what the timeline says, but that's wrong. The timeline doesn't say that. I just either am completely misremembering and creating false memories for myself, or I looked at the wrong timeline years ago. But he said in the video that the Zelda that's in Zelda 2 is a different Zelda that's in Zelda 1. Like there's two, like this is the same Link, because this is a like an older version of Link, right? It's the same Link. But he said that there's two Zeldas at the same time, like in the same version of Hyrule.
What?
And it was something he said that he said was very confusing and how it's never brought up. But I'm like, but as far as I remember, he didn't actually, like, prove that they were two different Zeldas. I think because what he did was he read the stories, like, verbatim from the manual, you know?
Yeah.
And I think he made that assumption because the storyline of Zelda in the second game does not match the storyline of Zelda in the first game. Zelda the character, by the way. How Zelda in the first game has a completely different past from Zelda in the second game. Because I don't think it ever explicitly said that there were two different Zeldas. That's just what he said. But he did mention how, like, that's just something that's never talked about. And I'm like, or, hear me out, it's a retcon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably, that would make more sense in my head.
Like, excuse me, princess. You can go. We can keep going.
That made you look.
Duh, made you like, duh. I mean, like, I actually wasn't pointing for any reason, duh.
Yeah, duh. I wasn't pointing any for. Dude, that kind of went hard. I wasn't pointing for any reason
No,
duh.
it didn't.
This is an epic rap battle. This is an epic rap battle. Be an alpha. Be an alpha.
Yes, I am a nerd!
Bookworm, I'm studious.
From my cerebral cortex to my gluteus. Back in kindergarten. I aced my college entrance exams. I don't remember the rest.
I got a pocket protector.
I broke my glasses so I can tape them back together.
Oh my gosh, that one hit me so hard I turned into Ben Drown just there.
Whoa.
That's the Ben Drown theme, or whatever it is.
Oh,
my
it's
God.
just the song of healing,
God.
but backwards.
So it's like the song of dying. It's like the song of, like, rot.
Well,
poison.
yes, the actual
Song of
the
evil.
fan given name for the song of healing backwards is the song of unhealing, which is first of all lame as heck. Do you know that? Sorry, I did this earlier and I couldn't remember what it. Do you know what the like
No, I don't.
audio is
No,
from?
No, I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, or I know. I'm pretty sure the stuff that I unlocked, though, is still unlocked.
The Ku Klux Klan! Just kidding, those are whiz robes.
Yeah, like, don't freaking leave me alone. They
Whiz
can't
ro-
die to swords.
Blue whiz robes are the worst enemy in the first Zelda.
Am I
They
allowed
are
to do this?
they are so hard to defeat.
Wait, am I allowed to be here? Because I can't get that key without the upward stab, but I don't have the upward stab.
Then go get it, boy.
Oh my god, what is he doing, bro?
What
What
was?
is bro
Oh yeah. Also,
doing?
speaking of TikTok sounds, do you remember what the Prowler theme from Spider-Verse was? Because I remember that was a big sound. That was a popular sound on TikTok. But I don't. But the thing is that I didn't know that it was the Prowler sound until way after the sound was viral and we rewatched Spider-Verse. No, that's Spider-Man 20. What's Spider-Man 2099's real name?
Miguel.
Miguel. That's
O'Hara.
right. Miguel O'Hara. That's right.
Oh my god. Like, they look like Smiling Friends characters. They're just like
The way that they
running
move around. No, exactly.
I just entered the same area. Isn't there a child here? There's like a little boy that I'm supposed to collect, I think.
Me when I collect little boys.
I love kids, Charlie.
I heard you're here to meet a 14-year-old boy. I'm here to collect him, actually.
I'm here to collect him, actually.
Prowler theme.
Or something, I don't remember.
Oh, it's that.
What?
It's
That
this.
hit me.
Man,
Why
my,
did that hit me?
my phone's gonna die. It's at 39%. Literally
Someone
gonna
says
die.
if Wyatt, you should be using a shield. Stupid Wyatt, use shield, stupid. Stupid Wyatt, oh my god, just use a stupid shield, you stupid.
Where's the baby? Let's go.
Where's the baby?
There's like a little baby that I should be collecting. Or something. I haven't even like
Ooh,
talked to the person that tells
Tektites.
me to go find the baby yet.
That enemy is called a Tektite.
This is a Dodongo.
Is that? That's not a Dodongo. That's a Zora.
What's a Zora?
I would need to see one of those again, but that looks more like a Zora, like an early Zelda Zora.
It's not a Zora, it's a Dodongo.
No, Dodongos don't spit fire. That's hecka a Zora.
It's not a Zora, it's not
That's
a
a z-
fire.
What?
It's not fire.
Yeah, that's a
not
magic. I
fire.
know, but it's a magic bubble. That's what the Zoras spit. Also, Dodongos don't stand on two legs. Also, Zora are blue. That's a Zora.
Yeah, but a lot of things in here are blue. Like, is that thing blue?
Yeah, but Tektites are blue. Dodongos are yellow. You never.
Yeah, they can you can change the colors of things.
Is there a
My
Dodongo?
whole leg is asleep right now.
I'm looking up Zelda 2 Zora, cause I know that's a Zora. Zelda 2
I'm
Zora.
about to die, bro.
See? Cause they look like this.
These things aren't blue in the first one.
What?
Those things aren't blue.
Yeah, they are. There are blue levers. They're not like a cyan, because all the blue enemies in this game are more of like a cyan. But yeah, levers are blue in Zelda 1.
No, that's you making stuff up.
No, levers can... Because every enemy in Zelda 1 can be red and blue, except for the enemies that can't, like Zora, which are exclusively like a dark blue, and all the bosses, and anything else that I'm forgetting of. Like the slimes. I still don't remember what the actual name of the Zelda slimes are. Those can only be black. Oh, but no, they can be black and red. Oh, gargoyles can only be gray. Gibdo can only be, like, okay, overworld enemies, I should say then. Except for P-hats. P-hats are yellow. And, again, and Zora. Because I was gonna say dungeon enemies. Well, but there are red and blue dungeon enemies, because there's red and blue dark nuts, and there's red and blue wizrobes.
I want to get experience by killing things, but it just won't let me kill things. Like, my goodness.
Oh, bats can be red and blue. However, red bats...
No, bats are brown and black.
What? No, in Zelda.
And red, unless they're a giant red fox.
No, in Zelda.
Flying red fox.
No, in Zelda. In Zelda 1, the only bats you ever see are blue. Red bats do exist, but they only show up when you kill a gargoyle. Again, I don't remember what, like, the
You're a
gargoyle's
gargoyle.
actual name is. Because, and also bats. Bats, those are called keys.
I know they're called keys, bro. I know more Legend of Zelda than even you.
Really? Then why do you think that the Dodongo is a Zora, and why do you think that blue levers don't exist in Zelda 1?
You think the Dodongo's a Zora.
Sorry, you think the Zora is a
See,
Dodongo.
I know more
I got
Zelda
it
than
backwards. I got it backwards. You think
Yeah,
that
you got it
Zora is a
backwards, and that's why you don't know
Dodongo.
Zelda.
But also Dodongos don't spit out anything.
Exactly.
And
This
you're
is
by
a-
the
this is a
water,
different game
where
in
the
series.
Zora colony lives.
It's not water.
That's water.
That's-
That's water. You're next to
That's
an
not
ocean.
water,
That's
dude.
water.
You don't know Zelda lore, bro. Don't know Zelda lore, bro. Zelda. What the heck is this, dude? I gotta look under the table.
Oh, can you actually do that in some houses?
And one house.
In one house.
But since there's it is said the east of Naburu has what? You just said nothing. Or I guess I should just check the east of Naburu. Anyways,
Zelda, hold on, or Dodongos.
bro.
Are Dodongos even in Zelda 2? None of these are Zelda.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
This? No,
That's what that is.
No, but the Zora looks like this! That's the thing that's standing upright and spitting at you! He's just crawling on fours every now and then! Because he feels like getting freaky!
You need to catch their babies for them. And they sing songs and play a guitar.
You're thinking, that's also a Zora.
Anyways.
There are two types of Zora.
Goodbye, everybody.
When the game series progressed and started going backwards in the timeline,
Oh my gosh.
the Zora
I'm gonna pull the microphone
people
away from
became
far,
the Zora
far
people
away from him.
became more civilized.
Far,
as the explanation
far away.
in the Zelda canon is
Everybody,
that as darkness
rub your
grew over
brain
the land
and
of
rub your
Hyrule,
minds
they regressed, they
and
de-evolved
clear
into
your
more
sanity
monstrous
away
versions
from
of
Ryan.
themselves.
Ryan is
And this is an early game.
forgetting about Ryan is a
with early
virtue.
Zora.
Ryan is a minuscule worry that is outside of your reality of mind right now.
Anyways, I don't know. Like the video or something. This was Zelda. Zelda! Stop! Stop recording right now!